Alright, we got the Neomag Alias Belt. It's more of a belt system than just a belt, but there's the Neomag logo. There is the Blue Alpha logo. They partnered on this little gem here. I've been carrying this belt since it came out for about a year and a half, almost 2 years now. This is the Gen 1 model. They did just release a new one, so I'm going to give you the rundown on this one before I get my hands on the Gen 2. It is a system more than just a belt. The exterior has got a Cordura. The exterior, super tough. The interior is a Tegris line frame. This is pretty cool. Check this out. When you get your box, you open it up and get your packing slip out. It says, Ben, thanks, Greg. Psalm 107:1. All right, what is Psalms 107:1? I'm glad you asked. Psalms 107:1. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. Hey, if you ain't used to getting much scripture, you got a little bit today, son. So this belt in the Gen 1 style anyway has the Velcro here. I've been happy with it. It's solid, it's strong, it doesn't go anywhere, but it does have a little buckle over here that you put your belt through, but the significant thing there is it's got a piece of elastic right there. So what that elastic does is it allows the belt to give a little bit. So if you was at the Golden Corral and had a little bit too much to eat, it gives you a little flexibility when you go to get back in the truck. So you can do it however you like. I like to set my belt up on the next buckle over there, or belt loop over. I don't go on either of these front ones to start. I start over here, and that puts that buckle on my left side instead of right in the middle, so it doesn't print. It's not uncomfortable. So I'll show you how to put this on real quick. Like I said, you can set your receivers up anywhere you want. Right here I've got one set up appendix, so I'll show you that real quick. Put it in there, locate your receiver, and click it in. Lock your belt down, you're good to go. I'll also keep one at the 3 and 4 o'clock position over here. Again, locate the receiver, click it in. Now, a spare mag carrier, you can set that up, wherever you want on the belt. There's holes that run the entire length of this belt. So I've got them in several different places, but I'll just show you real quick back there. Even blind without seeing it, you just find it, snap it in, you're good to go. It's not going anywhere. It doesn't shift around. It's locked in solid. Same with the one for your holster. I mean, it doesn't move. Traditional leather gun belts or any other gun belt on there, if you throw your slide-on clips on there, you got a little bit of wiggle room, a little bit of play there. It's not a major huge deal, but that's kind of nice. That gun's in the same spot every time I go for it. It comes right out. If you look at the bottom of the receiver there, it's got your little bar to move over. Super simple. You buy it in your size, it will work plus or minus 2 sizes, I believe, without having to chop your belt or do anything crazy like that. So these receivers here, like I said, it's got holes that run the full length of the belt. So you can set this up and mount it however you want to do it. You actually screw them to the inside of the belt. You peel this back, you can see the holes. So you put your screws through there, and that flaps over there. So they're covered, they're protected. You don't feel them, nothing. They do come with some little foam pads. I'll probably drop a clip of that in here while I'm running my mouth, but they got little foam pads that they come with. You can put on each side so you don't feel them on your side. To me, I don't feel this anyway, so it's a little bit more of a hassle to put it on and take it off in your belt with those pads on, so I just done without them. These are comfortable as they stand. You don't really need anything to go with that. So I have more of them, but just to show you every day what I run with, I'll run day in and day out with 3 to 4 of them set up on there in different positions. That way I can run 3, 4 o'clock carry, I can carry appendix, and then I can run a spare mag at the same time, while also having one available to switch if I want to hurry up real quick and go outside the waistband. Your clips you're going to buy to go in your holster are going to look like this. Okay, so that right there is what's going to snap down into the receiver. It bolts on the same pattern just like any belt clip you would get, which is nice. So same thing for a spare mag carrier. And you can kind of can them, do whatever you want when you put them on there, but basically it's got 2 little retention points here when you put them in the receiver. Now, in case you're sitting there watching and thinking, man, with those receivers on there ain't no way you can get this belt in and out of your pants too easy. Alright, check this out. Take it off. I take this and I pop it through the first loop, and then I push with this hand and pull with this one. Look at that. The belt comes off just the same as any other belt. Now going on real quick. Like I said, I stay away from these two belt loops, and I start with this next one over. Put your belt through there, reach around, find the next loop, slide it through to about here. See, you got that tiny little snag, and then it just finds itself home. Keep working your way around. Give a little assistance there, a little wiggle wiggle. Now we're back around to here. Like I said, you can do your belt however you want. This is just how I do mine, so I don't want to hear no bull in the comments. Now you're back around to your buckle. Loop, swoop, and pull. I mean, alright, you can probably get a leather belt on a little quicker than this. Sure, go ahead, bud. That's cool. But this is a whole system, so if it takes an extra quarter of a second to put my belt on to have a whole system that my gun locks in, my spare mag locks in, I can switch from inside the waistband to outside the waistband super quick. I don't think it matters, son. So, you got your little clip there. The belt's solid. It's super sturdy and stiff. Solid belt, man. I'll tell you, the only bit of wear I've had in this thing in a year and a half, 2 years, whatever it's been since they released it. I got it shortly after they come out. The only bit of wear I've had for it in that whole time, try to get it up close so you can see this here. Right there, you got a little bit of wear down on the inside. Next to nothing on the outside though. That you're not touching that. This shroud on my red dot, for however long I've been carrying it, has been digging into that belt every time I would walk around. The previous holster I was using didn't have a little red dot guard on there, and the way I had it sitting was probably a little bit too low, so I'll own it. I'll wear the fault on that. So this is the Gen 1 model, or the original belt that they released from Neomag. So I need to get my hands on the upgrade, if you will. They did a little bit of a remanufactured job on the front of here, so no longer do I have to get my Boy Scout on when you use the restroom and pull the Velcro. I don't really care if I'm taking a dump and somebody hears me yank that Velcro off. It doesn't really bother me, but I do want to get it because it's got a pretty cool little buckle on the front, so that changes the game a little bit. It still has your elastic, expandable, but it's got a buckle in the front. I think that's pretty cool. You can do a little quick change pop deal. So I'll be getting that new Neomag belt hopefully at some point, and we'll give you a video on that one as well. I just wanted to give some feedback on this belt because I have been carrying it pretty much since it's been released. And now here they are coming out with a second model with some upgrades. And this thing still pretty much looks like it's brand new. That's almost 2 years of carrying it every day. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching. Thanks for your time today. Get over to neomag.com. Check out the Alias Belt system, and all the other things that Neomag has to offer. They got a ton of cool little gadgets and things on the website, including the original Neomag. You're going to want to check out the things they have. I appreciate you guys watching today. Drop a little comment down below if you got any experience running a Neomag product or an Alias belt. Let me know your feedback on it. I appreciate your time. Y'all be good, behave, be careful. We'll see you on the next one.